I am Terry Wynn, a Dallas resident, and I began at MedThrive, I'm thinking this summer, it'll be almost 3 years. And the way I got there was that my doctor, who is Paul Worrell, who has what I call a holistic approach to medicine because he's concerned about every part of his patients. He said to me, there is a strong possibility that you would never have to take insulin injections, have insulin. And so I said, oh my gosh. And he introduced me then to MedThrive. And the whole principle of it is that it's restorative in nature. And I have physically improved in just about every area. And every meeting, well, I need to back up a second to say that when I first began, it was multiple times a week, and then it reduces down as we progress. And I'm going now every other week. And I know there are people who go once monthly, and there are people from all over the country who come to MedThrive because this is not offered in lots of places. But anyway, the care is paramount. And it is a mini physical every week. They're wanting to know about our vision, how we sleep, how much exercise, although we're not threatened by lack of exercise, but they're interested in all aspects of our lives. And we're weighed, and then our blood throughout the day is taken for the procedure. And we just are in a little sort of theater, a little arena kind of area. They're circled recliners is what it is. But anyway, the staff at MedThrive are so professional, and they are intimately concerned and interested in every person there. One of our ladies had a baby, well, oh my gosh, it's going to be now more than a year. But we all are very interested in that. We want to see pictures. And the personal relationship that we have with them is just that. We know when we walk in there that we are the emphasis of their day. And they are so professional, and they know 100% about what they're doing. There are never any questions about, oh, I'm sorry, or oh, I forgot this, or tell me again, what are your needs? They know us. And I think they would do that for every person there. The whole environment is really relaxing. It's really almost like a spa day. We have these recliners and we have little pillows and little blankets. And there's a big screen TV, there's music, whatever anybody wants. Each individual person is just, as I said, just highly accommodated by the behavior and caring concern that the MedThrive staff offers every person. I would like to talk just a tiny minute about diabetic neuropathy. And I want to talk about that because if anybody has it or has had it, it's just awful. And what my major complaint when I went to MedThrive at the very first was, it was the fire and electricity of the neuropathy. Now, following that then is a kind of a numbness. Well, at MedThrive, they're very concerned about the numbness. And they ask me all the time, well, how is your neuropathy? And I'm saying, well, if I don't have the fire and electricity, I'm fine with the numbness. because it's not hurting me. And that also has improved. And again, I don't know if all the people who are instructing diabetics at the beginning have the same story, but there are stories of people who have not been able to find their keys. And by the end of the day, they realize they've been walking around on them all day in their shoe, and their feet are killing them. And I have never had that kind of numbness, but mine is improving over time. And that would be, in the big scheme of things, not the biggest thing about diabetes, but it's a big thing from day to day. And that has improved. My sleep patterns have improved. I'm not exercising very much, but they're encouraging me but not shaming me about that. And we all ought to be drinking a lot of water. I'm trying to do that. But just the overall concern that is projected by every person involved with MedThrive is just a thing that has become a friendship. And I think, as I said, and I have said many times, I think everybody would agree with me that this is a gift from God that we all have been given that causes our lives to be enriched and definitely improved. The treatment at MedThrive that all of us receive is beyond comprehensive. It's a mini physical every time we go. Of course, throughout the process, the blood is taken, and then the blood sugar is measured, and then we either have to drink a not so very fabulous sweet liquid, but that has improved over time. But anyway, we have to, and the amount of blood sugar that we have in our blood determines how much of this drink we have to drink. But that's just only a part of it. That is the treatment. But then the overriding care that everybody receives there, and I think every person, if I had an opportunity to speak about this, would say the exact same thing I'm saying. And that is that it is the care that every individual receives is so personal and so actually edited for each individual that we just come out of there feeling like these people, A, care for us, but they, B, or C, D, or 5, 6, whatever, but anyway, they really know what they're doing. And it is always for our best interest. But they interview us every week, and they talk to us about our needs, and they try to tailor everything about our treatment so that we feel progress is being made. And they are the ones who suggest, you have improved so much that maybe would you be interested in coming less frequently? Then, should that happen, and you begin to feel less well, or you feel fewer of the effects, then you can come back more frequently. Whatever each individual person needs is what they are there to accommodate. And it's just the friends that we have made, because we're seeing each other once a week, I just feel like kind of lifelong friends. Just, we're all in the same boat together. We're all terribly concerned about each other, and we are all making progress. I don't think there's a person who is not better today than they were when they first came. And I think it's a gift from God, and I think like I said, I think everybody that goes would say the same thing. We're just happy to get to go. We get to see each other. We get to have treatment that is beneficial to us in so many ways. And I just think Med Thrive probably pretty much saved my life. And as I said, I think everybody who is there would virtually say the same thing.